Hey YouTubers! So for today's video I'm going to go through the app that I mentioned in my last video, the Freetrade app. And now that's the app that I use for my trading. Now I'm going to go through downloading the app on the App Store and then installing it and registering it as a new user, and then we'll also look at different aspects within the actual app platform. So with not much left to do, let's just dive straight into it.
I'm going to show you this on an iPhone XR, but obviously it's very similar on an Android. But if you'd like me to do an Android version, just leave a comment and I can create a video for that as well. But essentially we're in the App Store and we've clicked Get to get the Freetrade app. As you can see here, we're now installing the Freetrade app onto the phone. Now this doesn't take very long. It's a very small app. Once we've downloaded, we open it, and this is the screen that we see. So you can see this is just a standard screen of Freetrade, and then there's a button for continue. Now, if you had a referral link, you would have to go into your email and look at the referral link. So as we look at it here, we can see that there's a link here. If we click on it, it takes you to the Freetrade website. You put in your email address, and then once you put your email address in, you can then hit the get a free share. And now you can also see here that once you get this free share, it could be worth between £3 to £200. And this is for you and also your referrer. So it's always great to try and get one of these. Then once you hit that button, you can see that it tells you to download the app. Once you download it, you open it, and we're into the same page that we saw earlier. Now, when we hit continue, it asks you for your email address. So here is where we would type in your email address. Make sure it's the same one that you've used for your referral code if you did have one to get your free share. Then it tells you to check your email. This is one of those magic things that some of these apps do, where you can just click the link, it takes you to your email. You then look at the email and it says log into Freetrade, and automatically it will sync up and verify you. Then the next step is it asks you to choose a passcode. This is a 4-digit code. Once you've entered that 4-digit code, Freetrade will then obviously ask you if you have got any other methods of logging in, if you would like to use that. And for instance, on this phone, we've got Face ID. The next page asks you for your legal name, not your fake name, your legal name. So make sure you input your first name and surname as you see it on your passport or birth certificate, etc. Then it asks for your birthday. Again, more verification questions. Then it asks you for your address. So if you put in your postcode and then hit continue, it will automatically find the addresses that are related to that postcode. And so you can pick from a list. Once you've done that, it then asks you for your nationality. For me, for instance, is United Kingdom, and then it asks for your NI number. So this is again another verification so that they can link this financial account to your financial history. Once you've done that, you have to click on the confirmation button there to say that you are not a US citizen, and then hit continue. Then you're left with an option here of 2 accounts. Like I mentioned in the previous video, Freetrade offers you a basic account, which is completely free, and you have the free instant orders. However, they also offer an investment ISA account. Now, this is only £3 a month, which is pretty good compared to some of the other accounts out there. Now, for myself, I did mention in the previous video as well, I'm going to be starting off with a basic account until I hit a threshold of either £12,000 on capital gains or £2,000 on dividends. After that is when I have to start paying tax. So when that happens, I will switch to an investment ISA account because I can then do tax-free savings up to £20,000 a year. Once you hit continue, your account is being created. And then once your account is created, Freetrade app will then ask you if you're happy for them to send you notifications. I will always click allow for this, only because you're dealing with trades and things here. You really want to know what's going on in your account, so it's great to have this turned on. Now, if you'd signed up with one of the referral codes, you will then be given this screen to tell you how to get your free share. So obviously you've signed up, you've done the first step. The second step is to complete your US tax exemption. Now this is a quick form that you can quickly do just by clicking on that part of the screen. This then takes you to this page, which says in order to invest in US stocks, you do need to complete the W8BEN form. And this basically reduces the amount of tax that you pay on US stock dividends because you don't live in the US. So if we hit continue on this, it will take you to this confirmation page. So here you need to confirm that this Freetrade account is yours. You're not acting on anyone else. You need to confirm that you are not a US citizen or other US person, including a resident or an alien individual. This is probably a reference to Area 51. So you then also need to confirm that you are not a beneficial owner, claiming any income effectively connected to any trading or business within the US, and then also confirm that you are not a beneficial owner who is receiving compensation for personal services performed in the US, basically saying that you are not a US citizen in any shape or form. Once you've checked all those, you can hit continue, and it will just confirm your contact details. You need to checkbox to confirm that you are a UK citizen. Then if you hit continue, you're taken to the W8BEN declaration. Now, obviously you can read through this line by line, and I do suggest that you do, but you have to scroll right down to the bottom and then confirm on the checkbox that you have read the declaration. Now, the only thing that's left for you getting your free share is to top up using your bank account into your Freetrade app so that Freetrade knows that you're actually going to be using the app. On this page, you hit continue, and then you just put in your sort code and account number for your bank account that you would like to start funding this Freetrade account with. Once you've done that, Freetrade will then give you full details that you can use in order to fund your account. This is the name of the account, the reference number that you need to put whenever you try to fund your account, the Freetrade account number, and the Freetrade sort code as well. Obviously, using your own bank details, you can then use that in order to fund your Freetrade account. You will then be able to hit done at the top right, and this will take you into the app itself. On the first tab that you see at the bottom, you can see that we have our portfolio. Now, the portfolio is basically an overview of your account. Once you've started buying stocks, you can see each of your stocks. You can see how much they've gone up or gone down since you bought the stock. At the same time, you can see the current value of the stock as well. Now, if we go into Insights, Insights is basically a portfolio breakdown. And what Insights allows you to do is it shows you a quick overview of all the stocks you have bought by type and sector. Then we have the Discover tab. Now in the Discover tab, this is where you can search for any of your shares or ETFs, etc. So you can just go into the search bar here. You can type in any share that you want. Now Freetrade is continually adding more shares into their platform, but most of the major ones are there for you to use. So we can see here Tesla, and as we click into it, we can see an overview of the Tesla shares on a monthly basis, and then you can see on the graph there we can break that down to daily, yearly, and max. And so you can see the whole life cycle of the Tesla share. This is also the area where you can buy Tesla shares. You can sell any Tesla shares that you may have, add it to a watch list, see some basic stats, see an about information of Tesla, just a quick overview of the whole share as a total. You can also see any costs and charges that could be incurred, and this will take you to the Freetrade platform. So next on the list is the Activity tab. Now this Activity tab is basically a full history of all of the activity that you've done in the app, from buying shares, from free shares, from selling shares, and from funding your account. Now you can see here on the final tab, we can see the account. Now this is basically just an overview of how much money you have invested and how much money you have in your account that isn't invested. You can also see which bank account you have linked to your Freetrade account. So that's basically an introduction to using the Freetrade app and showing you from start to finish how to really use every part of the app. Now if you want any extra information or any more detailed videos on certain areas, feel free to leave a comment and we can look into creating a video for that at a later date.
So if you like that video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button so you get a notification when the next video is up, and don't forget to like, share and comment. Till the next video, bye.